Hi, Taurus. Welcome into your reading. We're reading for the third week of December, which is sort of a little advanced. But you know what? Time and energy is fluid. And when I say fluid, I mean like a river. Some of you it's happening now, others of you hasn't happened yet. Some of you it's in the weeks ahead. So we give a rough around timing. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. What's the situation for my Taurus third week of December? Well, okay. This is interesting. Hella interesting. All right. So, a lot of you are asking me about work and love, so I try to put these cards in a perspective of both, okay? And you're discerning adults, so apply this in your work life, your love life, your partner's life, your family life, whatever, your friend life, all of that. You have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Knight of Cups upright. Let's break it down. The Knight of Cups, first of all knights bring messages. Depends on the element. You have the cup. The cup is something emotional. Someone is giving you a message on an emotional level. For me, this also sometimes includes an invitation. So somebody could be asking you out, coffee, drinks, calling you on the phone. We got to talk, and it's endearing. Even though things could be shitty with this person, it's still endearing because they're trying. Of course, this can also be you doing this. Four of Wands in reverse. In the upright position, the Four of Wands talks about upgrading something, like a bump up in your job, a bump up in your career, elevating in salary, in a relationship. You are boyfriend, girlfriend, you get engaged. This is the upgrade. But in the reverse, it's a breakdown of your platform. Okay, because those platforms you put up in your life, you put up four of these wands so you can create a building and platform and build up. Well, in reverse, it's a breakdown, right? And then you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who clutches onto their money for dear life, or a person or a situation that just won't let it go. It's like a dog with a bone. But it's in the reverse. It's letting go, completely letting go. So let's marry all these cards together, shall we? You have two fours, by the way. Fours are the structure and the pillars of our life. That's why you're looking at the Four Wands, because we need pillars to build. When they're in the reverse, it's a let go, it's a breakdown of your platform, of what you were setting up, right? And now, because of that reason, we have you going somewhere with someone to have a conversation about it on an emotional level. Interestingly enough, the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, which is telling me somebody ghosted, somebody lied, somebody snuck away, somebody cheated, somebody did something shady, right? Look at this dude. He's looking over his shoulder to see if he got caught. He eventually will get caught, by the way. So, this is the situation. This is who I'm reading for. All right, let's continue and see what's going on moving forward. What's coming towards my Taurus, please? So some of you in financial terms, it could be a loss of some kind of finance or a breakdown in your finance or your platform that you were structuring. Others of you, it's a relationship here with somebody. Coming towards you is the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. This is collaborating with a team, or this is collaborating with a person and taking the risk to do so. Yeah, judgment, making that final judgment call, putting that last nail in the coffin. So it's like, for you guys, whatever this risk is that you're gonna try to take, and collaborate here with somebody, you're putting the last nail in the coffin. So you're like, it's do or die kind of vibe. All right, so let's continue and see what you don't see coming. Oh, who the hell are all these queens? Damn. Well, one of them is definitely you. Okay, so if not both. You are the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you're male or female, this is you. This is a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus card. This is somebody who is nurturing. This is somebody loving, somebody caring, motherly, fatherly. They take care of everyone, no matter what, because that's who you are. And this is your card. So you are in your element. But who be this bitch? The Queen of Wands. She a fire sign. She fire. She Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She is either the other woman, or you are the other woman, or you are the other man, or that is the other man. What's the other man? It's the affair person. It's the third party. I got two queens. One is you. One should not be you. But I digress. Maybe you are having an affair because the bottom of the deck is showing me the shady card. Let me take this shady card, put it in the middle of the deck. We'll see why these two queens are here when we clarify in a bit. Let's see what your advice is. So funny. I had a thought for a second. Like I'm a fire sign, so, and obviously you're an earth sign, which is the other card. It was like, oh, that's like me and my friend from my coworker last night when we went, for the holiday Christmas party. It was like, oh, look, me and Lisette. Okay, not funny. Anyway, I love my little Taurus bestie at work. She is nurturing and caring. I don't know what I'd do without her. Anyway, in your advice is the King of Pentacles. That is a hell of a lot of you. And that's the incoming energy. That's an earth sign. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Opposite you. If they're not an earth sign, they're somebody who has their shit together. Financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, all of the above. They got it going on, right? But they're in your advice position. So why are they there? This tells me you're either neglecting them, you don't care about them, they're just there, or they hurt you, or they did something to you, or they are the person you're having an affair with, or they're the one they're significant for them to be in your advice. I want to know why it's significant. What are you supposed to do with them? So when we clarify, we'll see why. Now let's see what the outcome is saying. Because a lot of you, I'm also seeing the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which makes me feel like there's a stagnation, like boredom, reaching a plateau, not going any further. And I don't know if that's them that you let go of, but we'll see. So let's see what the outcome of the week is. You are back to the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. Okay. You really need to make a decision in regards to your marriage, your commitment, or your situation, because you're obviously torn in which direction to go to. And I don't know if on one hand there's a lover and then the other is a commitment on the table, or what the deal is, because there's a reason for you to have a Queen of Wands there in the center of your reading. Now, let's start clarifying so we see what's going on. And guys, please stick through the whole reading, because the ending really just brings the whole thing together, especially the oracle cards, because the oracle cards really are expressing what the universe is looking at. Maybe you don't see it, they see it, so they're giving you that perspective. And I always feel like, it brings the whole reading together. But also the clarifiers, they give us the nuanced details. They help us explain and understand what we're looking at here. And it helps me too, as the reader, to see a little bit better a focus of what you're dealing with for the week. And I start right off the bat with, some heavy duty cards here, with the fours and some major arcanas here, with the Hierophant and the Fool over here, and these people, and letting go of something. So it's good to understand when you're doing tarot, the common thread in the whole read. So you can sit there and say to yourself, okay, that happened, or this is happening. Okay, now I understand why it happened. So now I can go forward with game plan. So that's the one thing why I like tarot. I like to uncover these things so we could target the issues and just deal with it so we can move forward with our lives. All right, so let's see why you have these Two of Fours in reverse. And the Knight of Cups. And I feel my chair rolling away, and I'm going to hit my face in a second. All right. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Oh, damn. And the Devil. See? Obsession, codependency, fear. Okay? And that's what the Devil always represents. You're lying low. You have retracted your energy because you need to heal over a dynamic. You're like, this situation, seriously, I just gotta pull myself out of it and just look, and just try to make a wise decision and heal from the pain of this situation that's like kind of falling apart. But, this is what's leading you to be here. I want to see what the after tarot is saying with these fours inverted and this Knight of Cups. So please go ahead and clarify that for us, Spirit, please. Judgment. You know you have to make a decision and you're stressing. And it's giving you sleepless nights. It's like turning into a big anxiety ball ridden of burden. Look at the bottom of this deck. Judgment. And you have Judgment. I think when this Knight of Cups comes along and you go and you speak to this person on an emotional level, you're going to be able to make that decision. And you really need to find your centerpiece anyway. This isn't sustainable. This is no way to live. That's too much. But that's the situation. So let's see what's in the coming energies in the near future. Please pre-clarify the Three of Pentacles and the Fool. This is about a marriage or a commitment you have to something, which is your career, your education, your marriage. Hierophant. You're taking a risk and a leap of faith, and you're trying to work something out for yourself. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is either a loss of stability or you thinking about you, and maybe for once, because you're always thinking about everyone else. Let's see what the after says. Three of Pentacles, the Fool, please. Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. You're kind of also wondering if you leave this marriage or this commitment behind, what your options are. And in some weird way, it's not weird actually, you're curious. And you're also wondering with a little bit of excitement what the path forward looks like for you. So there is a tiny bit of excitement and curiosity in that, like, which is what you're reviewing your options with. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Fool. The Fool. You're going to do it. Some of you are, flying the coop from this commitment marriage, and you're looking at your options with excitement. Yeah, you're like, this is you not talking to somebody, or you just knowing the truth of a situation. This is why you're letting something go. It's 100% that. Can't even be convinced of something else. I mean, sure, tell me down below. You want to know why I'm so certain? I'll tell you why. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. And in the same position, you have the Fool, right? And under this card, you also have the High Priestess. That means you're either not talking to this person, or it's just you being omniscient, all-knowing, and knowing what the outcome is. End of story, period, goodbye. And under that, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse also over here. So the cards are kind of started to say the same storyline. So that's why I'm certain of the things that I'm reading sometimes for you. All right, so let's see the before tarot with this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands. Please give us the before, Spirit. So there was a lack of a conversation, or there was a lack of truth-telling, because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You were remaining hopeful and positive for what? Some magical outcome? Like they were going to come forward, or they were going to say something, or they were going to do something? I mean, it might. But your before is telling me why you're in this position. But there was a lack of a conversation. There was a lack of putting your cards on the table. No truth. This could even be lying. And with the Queen of Wands back there, that could actually be the mistress or the mister, or you are the third party. Let me see after. Knight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You're trying to find, well, not find, because this card, which is at the bottom of the deck is in the weeks and months ahead. On the tables right now, the week I'm talking about. You're going towards a passionate new beginning. But make no mistake, you're going for a passionate new beginning to turn something solid, to have an opportunity. And it can be with a new person. That's an air sign. It's definitely not the earth sign over there. The advice. Why am I saying that? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, the marriage card. So maybe you're divorcing this person for person in the advice. It can be vice versa. You just know. In your advice with this King of Pentacles, this earthy person, somebody's rushing in to communicate, okay, I'm done investing in this. I'm taking my little hoe, and I mean the actual tool, not the person. Taking their little hoe, digging up a seed, taking a pentacle with them, and they're saying, okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to plant it somewhere else with someone else. Okay, and in your advice, that's kind of what it's saying. It's saying you got to rush and communicate these plans. You're got to say to this other person, I'm going to take my seeds now. I'm going to plant them somewhere else. Or it's something like that. And that's what's leading to this individual over here. So now let me see the after tarot, what they have to say. After with this King of Pentacles, please. Taurus, please. Ten of Cups and the Chariot, which is also oh, look at this. The Magician, the bottom of the deck, which is Taurus card. And the Chariot is Cancerian. Ten of Cups. I feel like you have the potential to be in a happy relationship with somebody where it's mutual, by the way. You both feel the same way, like a happy couplehood. But it's crossing you by the Chariot, which is to go forward, to remain focused, to not be distracted by all the noise around you. By the way, the Ten of Cups doesn't have to only be in a love relationship. It can be your environment, meaning your home, your family, your kids, your brother or sister, your coworkers. You get it. So that's the only thing I see there, that you're kind of challenged to remain focused, to keep going on this path. But it looks like you need to message somebody about where you want to invest your future. And that person is involved somehow, some way. Now, let's see what the outcome is trying to say here. Have 1, 2 swords, please. Interesting. Your Chariot came out again. These are the pre-thoughts. Challenged by the Six of Cups. It's your past. It kind of is holding you back in a way. I think that's what, it's like your thoughts and your feelings of the past is what's making you unfocused a little bit. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Seven of Swords. So you've been trying to strategize some kind of exit plan. Yeah, you've been strategizing an exit plan this whole entire time. That's why you're at this place right now in your outcome where you're the two swords. You don't know which direction to go into, and it has everything to do with the Hierophant, which is marriage, commitment, institution, church, school, job, career. You get it. Let's see the after tarot, please. And bye-bye to that commitment. At the very least, if that's not it, then you're trying to do something in an untraditional manner, or at least approach something that's not typical. On the bottom of the deck, though, I do see the devil. Yes, it can be a Capricorn, not a posy one. Because we all operate from a positive and negative, because there are positive Capricorns out there. But regardless, you're dealing either with a narcissist, a gaslighter, somebody that just is like a manipulator. If you're not dealing with that, then this is fear based. This is codependency, obsession. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit of obsession in here with a situation. And sometimes that can hold us back in a way. But, you know, the Hierophant is in reverse, so I'd be concerned. I'd keep, you know. But I guess the heart wants what it wants. Taurus, please. Do you see something I don't see? Aha! I cannot wait to deep dive on this in the extended. Those of you who don't know, the extended is mostly about your other person, where this is mostly about you, as you've noticed. True love. Forgiving and learning. A lot of you could be leaving something behind because you think it's true love. And that's where you need to go. I mean, we're going to see if we can confirm that in the extended. But look at the bottom of the deck. It's safe for you to love. And some of you, with the devil, could be fear-based, scared that they're not going to love you back. So you're sitting there holding on to something that you don't love no more. Love don't live here no more. It's like that Madonna song. Love no doesn't live here anymore. So we'll clarify this in the extended, but that's what I'm vibing there. So let's get a card from Shadow and Light to wrap this up in a neat little bow for my Taurus clan, please. I'm putting subtitles because I have people who are watching me from around the world, and I'm using crazy ass East Coast slang. So I think you need to read it sometimes. I'm just curious if the subtitles bothers anybody. Let me know down below. Ooh, growth and pain. Dang. Card number 1. Ooh, what is that? Let me put on my eyes. Okay. There can be no growth without pain. Ain't that the friggin' truth? We often resist change and growth because it might be painful to let go of what is known to us. Fear. We fear what we could become without it. It's easy to fall into the habit of focusing too much on what we leave behind rather than what we have to gain. Damn, I knew this was going to be your card. You may feel stuck where you're at and fail to realize that you're a constant journey of growth. Your actions, your experiences, and previous thoughts and emotions are your roots, and they will always be a part of you. But on the other hand, you can use these to your advantage and grow new branches that you have never thought of before. While things are taking form, it might feel turbulent and painful, but eventually these things will become part of your stable roots. Ask yourself how you think about change and growth. What are the things that you are resisting? And what are the things that you have to gain? The pain we experience when going through growth may have originated from the fear of showing our true selves, our insecurities and vulnerability. To truly grow, Acknowledge that it's okay not to be perfect. Find courage to face your fears and the strength to tear down or lower your wall of judgment towards yourself and to others. Bang on. Growth and pain. Oh, Taurus, leave me your comments down below. This deck is like chilly on. All right, everybody. I'll see you next Saturday.